No, Lilou. Oh, Lilou, come here. Hold on. Sorry. Turn. Lilou, turn. Come here. Come here. You know what? This might be
She's not in the mood, huh?
Yeah. Come here. Come here. All right. Yeah. Wait, sit. Lilou, sit and wait. Sit and wait.
All right, well, Billy's back, and he's got Lilou with him. We don't know how long Lilou's going to stay in the camera, so we're going to just get started here. But Lilou is eating what looked a lot like a lifesaver.
It is a lifesaver. If we're lucky, she'll start doing this really cute thing where she sucks on it. But right now, she's laser focused on the other one that's in my hand.
I think the people who have really good headphones are really going to appreciate the smacking pig eating noises. I think that's going to be an advantage of the. Oh, here we go. Look how far her nose is turned up.
Yeah, that's her. I'm cute, Daddy. Hey, sit. Calm down. You're okay.
So tell us about the getting. You said that there was kind of a break-in process of living with a pig. Tell us about that.
So, like I said, pigs are super hierarchical, and if you're not part of their pack, they don't really care. She's just interested in you as someone who might feed her food. But as soon as it became clear that I was hanging around for a while, yes, Lilou. Yes. All right. Well, that's that. If she comes back, I'll get her in frame. As soon as it becomes clear that you're going to be hanging around for a while and part of the pack, she wants to start asserting dominance and claiming her rightful place as, in her mind, top pig. So the trick is that you have to explain to her that she is not. Okay, well, my wife is now doing some fun things to try to get Lilou into camera. Hi. So you basically have to prove to the pig that you, the human, are the top pig. And and the best way to do that is this thing called move. Oh, Jesus. Okay. It's called Move the Pig. Oh, she's waving. My wife doesn't realize that the camera is not picking up all of this. And I'm sure
it's great. This is wonderful. This is wonderful content. This is great.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start being trampled upon.
Yeah, she does appear to be stepping on you. It's true.
Yeah, she is. That's not comfortable, Lilou. Ow. So you do a thing called Move the Pig, which we're not doing a good example of right now, where you literally push into her shoulder and tell her to move, and she needs to be the one to back off from you first. And then she treats you as being in charge. Yeah. So,
and part of that involved chasing her around the house, right?
Yeah, so you actually do chase her until she falls down or lays down and stops. We're just going to
because she gets tired.
More attractive than I am and taking up the entire screen here.
That's fine. That's what everyone wants to see.
Can we stop this? It's hurting my legs. Thank you. So yeah, you basically just have to move her, and she runs away from you. You chase her until she lays down, and then you comfort her and tell her that Daddy is the top pig. Those are sentences that I say with a great degree of regularity. Oh, here she's hopping.
Yeah, that's great. I enjoy that very much. Yes. My dogs do that too, but it's very different.
Yeah. Well, so the thing is
that begging? Is she begging? Is that what that is?
Yeah. So my wife is standing right outside the camera holding a nut, and Lilou is doing all of her cute tricks to try to receive the nut. Right now, she's being very well behaved and doing her sit and wait, which she actually can do for a long time.
This is a large amount of slobber we have on her face here. Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Yes. As someone who has a Labrador, I am familiar with the slobber while eating.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is Lilou. She's more
Okay.
interested.
Yeah, no, no, this is great. This is perfect. Now she's not trampling you. I think that's great.
Hmm.
So you were telling me that all of the pig sayings are true. So let's
Yes,
talk a little bit about that.
sure. So pig in a blanket is a thing. They actually love. They're rooting animals, so they love being completely wrapped in blankets. So pig in a blanket right there. Pig-headed is a thing. As you could see, she didn't want to be on the show, and so she wasn't going to be. She
And
eats
so you
like a pig.
bribed her with lifesavers.
Uh, yeah, she's incredibly food motivated. So if
Well,
you
sure,
give
she's a
her,
pig.
yeah,
I'm
she is.
incredibly food motivated, and I'm a human.
Yeah, fair, but like eats like a pig, pig-headed, pig in a blanket. What are some of the other big ones?
Will she overeat if you let her?
Yeah, so pigs don't have the thing in their head that tell them they're full. So
Okay.
pigs will just eat until literally their stomach extends so much that they start rolling. So we have to keep
So you
her on a
can't
very
free
strict.
feed at all.
I'm sorry, can't
You
no,
can't free feed at all. You can't
no.
leave
She would
food
just
out.
eat all of the food.
Yeah.
And it
I
would be
appreciate that about Lilou. Lilou
eh,
and I have that in common.
yeah, it would be funny for a little bit, but bad for her long-term health. So as responsible pig parents, we keep her on a pretty strict diet.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. What are some of the other pig sayings?
What are
Like a
some?
big amazing thing.
Oh, well, we also just make a bunch of puns. So, unsurprisingly, when we walk around in San Francisco, people take pictures. We refer
Yeah.
to them as the pig parazzi.
Okay. I like that.
We tell people to have
We
a
should
pig.
probably link the Lilu's Instagram in this video. I would
Yeah,
think it's probably important.
absolutely, and you'll get to see that she is shockingly famous with an really ridiculous amount of Instagram followers. Like she has about 26,000 as of last check because she is a certified therapy animal
Mhm.
and volunteers at SFO Airport is the big one. They have a thing where they bring pets around in the terminal to comfort travelers. And it's sort of the perfect end of news segment, like that 90-second. And now for
Mhm.
something cute. And she is that. And so she's been on the news all over the world, like literally all over the world. And yeah, she's a famous girl, and she knows it.
Do you know that you're famous, Lilou?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Wait.
She's well.
Wait.
She can also, like play the. Oh, there. You see, she's waving. She's waving
Yeah.
at you. Um.
As
Yeah.
much as she can raise her arm.
Yeah. Well, they're short little legs. And so pigs don't really have the joint. They're not jointed like a dog. So like a dog can bend in the middle and turn. She turns more like a boat. And that can be awkward in small spaces. But yeah.
It's just interesting because I have wiener dogs, right, who have the little short legs as well.
Yeah.
And in order to look up, the chunkier one will lift his leg, and I can see how like he'll have to lift his leg to kind of pivot his entire body up, and she's
Mhm.
doing the same thing.
That's it for Lilou for right now, because that's not okay.
Why did that happen?
Because I wasn't giving her food.
Okay, well that's not cool.
Yeah, and mommy is
Did
going
she
to go
hurt
have
you?
a talk with her.
Did she hurt you?
No, but that's the sort of thing like when we're talking and your wife is saying that she wants a pig. This is part of the challenge is that I- again she knows what she wants, and when she doesn't get it, she's a strong beast and can make her discomfort known. So you have to understand pig psychology and put in a lot of work to keep them entertained, to keep them comfortable. Because if not, like she's 120 some pounds of would be frustrated animal, and that can cause some damage.
Right, right.
So yeah, responsible pig parenting is important.
What do you feed her?
Special pig food. It's a plant-based protein pellets. So she gets a third of a cup of that 3 times a day, and then anything she can beg, borrow, and steal from us the rest of the day, which is
A third of a cup doesn't sound like very much.
it really doesn't. But she leads a pretty sedentary lifestyle. Like
Yeah.
she makes it from right next to me here to right next to me here, and that's a relatively long walk from her. Like literally, she can walk along a block, and that's her exercise for the day. Because as you said, small legs, so it actually is in terms of the distance her legs
Yeah.
move compared to her body, it's long.
If anyone's ever gotten a kid a Fitbit, it's
Mm.
hilarious how many steps they get. Because like especially when our youngest started wearing Fitbits, he got really excited at 7, and he only had his legs were only like this long.
Yeah.
Right. So to go anywhere with me, he's taking 4 or 5 steps for every one I take.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with the pig. So do you take her on walks every
Yeah.
day or?
Yes. So right behind me is our bathroom with a walk-in shower. That's where she goes number one. But then number two, every day we take her across the street. She does her business, sniffs around, makes sure everything's still in the same place. Confuses
She
all
only
of the
poos once a day?
yeah.
Huh, okay.
And
I'm a
honestly,
dog owner. It's not the way it works.
so pigs are incredibly clean animals too. Like they will not make poop or pee near where they sleep. So
Okay.
she has never in her life made peed or pooped in the wrong spot.
Huh.
Um, and so you have to take her somewhere else to poop, and she generates enough for once a day, get her business done, and yeah.
How often do she have to pee in the shower?
Um, Pretty much after every meal. So she drinks a lot and she retains a lot of that water. So it's a little bit like a fire hydrant going 3 times a day.
Does she take herself?
Yeah, yep, just walks right in. We have a little faux plastic grass that sits in the base of the shower. She just goes.
How did you teach her that that's the place to pee?
So pigs are ridiculously smart. They have roughly the intelligence of a 3-year-old human child. So I think my wife just took her in, put her there, and said, "Lilou, this is where you pee." And Lilou learned this is where she pees. The pigs are see. This is the thing. Pigs are very easy to train, but unlike a dog once they're trained, the dog wants to please you. A pig wants to be fed, and she has opinions. So she knows what I'm telling her to do, and she's just like, "Yeah, no, I would just rather be sitting here smacking my lips."
Well, her tail's going right now. Is that a happy sign, like with
Yes,
a dog?
it's exactly the same as a dog. She wags her tail. The difference is you can see she has. If I can give her good pets, no, she's not in the mood. Her hair right here will go up in a mohawk, and for a dog that would be "get away, I'm unhappy."
It's hackles, yeah, for a
Yeah.
dog. Yeah.
But for a pig, that's a "I'm very happy. Please keep doing what you're doing."
Oh,
There's
interesting.
I got a spot. You can see the hairs going up.
Okay.
Ooh, oh, and then here's a fun thing. So they love being scratched, and you're about to watch me fork a pig. Yep. See, the lips stop. The
Get
hair goes
forked,
up.
pig.
Yep. She loves being forked.
And now over here standing up, just like you said.
Yep. And she's super happy right now. Well, right now she can't tell whether she wants the scratches or to lick her lips, and she's kind of confused. So
Well, it's a complicated life. So how old is Lilou?
Lilou is 7, going to be 8 in December.
And how long will Lilou live?
18 to 20 years. So she's still a young adult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we end this interview with you telling people if they want to have a domesticated pig, what do they need to consider in this decision making? Because we are not going to have one, despite how much my wife wants a pig like Lilou.
Yes. So it is a lot of work. Absolutely do your research, know what you're getting. Know that this is about as small as the end result is going to be. Um, that they're very, very smart, but that comes with them having opinions. So you have to have enough space for them. You have to have a plan for how to be in charge of them and know that being responsible for setting those boundaries and setting that hierarchy is incredibly important, both for your safety and sanity and health, but also the pigs.
Right.
You should know that most vets don't know how to deal with pigs. So you have to find a specific pig doctor. There's just a lot of also pigs are not allowed as a pet all over the country. It's a county by county from ordinances. So know
Okay.
about whether that's even legal to have a pig.
Now we got tail cam, which I do enjoy.
Yes. Yes.
I think tails are so interesting because everything about animals, I believe, is fairly evolutionary driven, right?
Yes.
What does that do? What is that? Why does she have that? What does it do? It doesn't appear to provide. It's not a balance thing like with a dog.
No, I think it's probably just sort of vestigial evolutionary dead end, but what they evolved from probably needed one.
Yeah, certainly cute.
Yes.
All right, Billy, why don't you bring yourself back? There we go. Well, that's
Hello.
part 2 of Chasing the Narrative, where we learned all about pig rearing.
Mm-hmm. Glad to do it.
Billy's advice is don't do it, but if you're going to, make sure you know what you're doing. If
Yes.
anyone has questions about pig rearing, should they feel comfortable messaging you?
Absolutely. And we'll also link Lilou's Instagram off of this, and we're happy to answer, reasonable questions through there as well.
Reasonable question.
Well,
All right. Thanks, Billy. Guys, thank you for joining part 2 of Chasing the Narrative. Next up, we will have Danny McDevitt. And
Ooh.
I don't think he will have pig-related information, but we might get Fred.
Ooh, Fred's cute.
Which is a really cute dog.
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually in the same place as Fred right now, though. So maybe not. But we'll find
Okay.
out. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Lilou. Thank you, Lilou's mom, whose name I don't know. I did actually know that. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back next week with more Chasing the Narrative. I'm Colin. This is Billy. We'll talk to y'all later.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.